Some of you might know me, I don't know, I'm Rich's friend Joe. And I know he worked with all you guys in 20, 30 years and all this stuff, but Rich and I have been friends since we were 10 years old. So we've been friends for 56 years, starting out with Little League baseball and going to school together, elementary school, and what we used to call junior high, and you call middle school now. And I was on the basketball team. Rich was the manager of the basketball team, and the football team, and the baseball teams, and we played together, and we've just been friends forever. And I just wanted to say, I read somewhere that if you're a true Christian person, you thank God for everything, and you ask God for nothing. So today, I'm going to ask God, I'm going to thank God for Rich, and for being in my life, my wife, my children, and his children. And I just reminded Christy of one of the first trips we took, and we were going to Disney World, and Rich organized it, and it was me and my wife and our kids and Kathy, and that's when Christy and David were much younger, and we had another friend of ours and his wife that went. And so Rich, in order to keep track of us, I don't know how he managed this, but somehow he got together about a dozen neon orange sun-kissed shirts. I'm guessing he twisted somebody's arm to get them, but
You may not know how you got it, but we do.
you guys know how to. I just know he showed up with 12 sun-kissed shirts, and we all had to wear one so we could keep track of each other. I think Jessica still has hers. And if she doesn't, I have pictures of it that I can remind you of. So that was one of our first experiences with Rich, and taking trips, and he was always so kind to our family, and we got to do quite a few things because of him. And one of the last things that we went to, the last Notre Dame football game we went to, we thanked him for bringing us along, and his response, as you would probably guess, was, hey, it's not worth it if you can't share it with people. And that was Rich. So again, today I want to thank you and thank God for having Rich in my life. And I'm going to do something else, and I want to ask God, and I want to ask you to keep Rich in your lives. And don't ever forget him, because just by the few stories that you guys have already told, everybody thought about him in a positive way. And I know one of the most proud things that he ever did was when he received that Silver Beaver Award from the Boy Scouts. He called me and told me about that. And when he was going through towards the end, and Rich was, I'm pretty sure he called me one time, and I'm pretty sure he might have been self-medicating a little bit that night. Because he wasn't making a whole lot of sense, but he said a few things, and he told me what he was taking, and then about a week later I got a package in the mail, and inside the box was an unmarked envelope. It didn't have his name on it, there was no return address or anything like that. And there might have been some medication in there. Might have been some medication in there, but he took every precaution not to, I couldn't trace it, and nobody could trace it back. But it was good.
Question, is it blueberry?
I think it was multi-flavored, had sugar on it, so, had a little sugar on it. So I am going to ask God to keep Rich by his side. And I'm sure that's where he is. And I'm sure that's where he is now, by his side. So I would like to thank all of you. Oh. Who is that? Hello? Yeah. Okay. All right, I'll let him know. He's coming down the 10th fairway at Augusta. He says thank you all for coming. He'll never forget it, and he doesn't want you to forget him.
Fantastic.